Hi, my name is Stephanie, and I'm one of San Diego River Park Foundation's beautiful preserve. And since I'm alone and not in a public place, it's safe for me to take my mask off. The San Diego River Park Foundation is a nonprofit organization that works with the community to create a better future for the San Diego River. The San Diego River Park Foundation owns and manages over 2,200 acres of wildlands at the river headwaters near Julian, Descanso, and Alpine. Today, I'm one of my favorite preserves called Eagle Peak Ranch, which is part of a larger Eagle Peak Preserve. One of the reasons I love this place so much is because it's one of the few places that you can find a very species of oaks, which are called Engelmann oaks. Right above me. Engelmann oaks are a special species of oaks endemic to this area, which means that they are found here and nowhere else in the world. And aren't they beautiful? Oak and other trees, aside from being beautiful and providing us with a nice shade, are crucial components of our environment and of life itself. Trees go through a process called photosynthesis, which is when a tree takes in carbon dioxide from the air and produces oxygen that we breathe, and thus improving our air quality. They also mitigate climate, they help us conserve water, they preserve the soil for other living organisms, and support all sorts of wildlife. So how about we read a book about trees? Secrets of the Apple Tree. Secrets of the Apple Tree. A tree is bustling with life. If you look closely at its trunk, branches, leaves, and fruit, you will find the animals, plants, and fungi living there. Shine a flashlight behind the page or hold it to the light to reveal what is hidden in and around the tree. Discover a small world of great surprises. An apple tree is green with leaves in summer. Can you see what looks like in the winter? Can you see that? Brrr! In winter, the branches are bare. One by one, the leaves drift to the ground in fall, and the tree will grow new leaves in the spring. Many animals live around the tree. Can you see who the bird is about to grab? Slithering, wriggling worms push through the soil around the rocks. A tree's roots grow long and deep. The roots soak up the water from the rain, which helps to keep the tree alive. The wind blows leaves off the tree. Can you see who's wrestling under the leaf pile? Surprise! A toad stays cool and unseen in the dark under the leaves. He lives in damp places where there are many slugs, worms, and insects to eat. Branches also fall from the tree to the ground below. Can you find anything growing on this dead branch? In dark, damp patches of the fallen branch, groups of mushrooms, toads, and other fungi grow. The dead wood rots and makes food that they can eat. Yum! Something runs quickly past the dead branch. It skirts behind a stone. Who does this still belong to? Oh, look! A small, scaly lizard rests between the stones. He waits to catch a passing insect, spider, slug, or snail for its dinner. On the other side of the tree, a rabbit hops into a hole in the ground. Where is he disappearing to? Thump, thump. Deep down in the ground, rabbits dig nests and tunnels. They build large burrows where many rabbits can live together. A fly whirls up the tree trunk. Something is hiding in the bark. Can you see what it is? A moth has settled on the trees. Its wings are the same color as the bark. As long as the moth stays very still, nothing will see it. The fly isn't whirling around now. It seems to be stuck in mid-air. What is stopping it from flying away? What do you think? It's a trap! The fly has flown into a spider web. Its feet are really stuck in strands of sticky silk. The web is a trap that catches food for the spider. A bird flies through the rustling leaves with a worm in her beak. Who is going to eat the worm? Who is going to eat that? Oh, tweet, 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 tweet. These hungry chicks will soon gobble the worm up. They hatch from eggs in a nest that their parents built in the tree. Let's look a little closer at the trees. What's hanging from that branch? Ooh, bzzz. Hundreds of honeybees are busy making wax to build their nest. They also collect sweet nectar from flowers. They store it in their nest to make the honey that they eat. A loud noise has started the moths from their hiding places. Who is making such a racket? Tap, tap, tapping away at the bark. A woodpecker drills again and again. She makes a small hole in the bark with her beak. Quick as a flash, her tongue darts into the gap to grab a tasty insect. This hole hasn't been made by a woodpecker. It's much too big. Can you see who lives in this den? Let's see who lives in this den. A squirrel is sleeping on a bed of dry grass and leaves. His long tail is curled tightly by him to keep him warm. The leaves is shaking. There's something on the other side enjoying a meal. Can you see who's eating the leaf? Let's find out. Munch, munch, munch. A furry caterpillar is eating and eating and eating. It eats so much because it needs food to help it become a beautiful butterfly. Large, juicy red apples grow on the tree. These are the tree's fruits. What's inside the apple? Let's find out. Crunch! The apple is very tasty, but the small hard pieces inside don't taste as nice. These are the apple tree seeds, and they aren't supposed to be eaten. Ripe apples have fallen from the tree. Can you see what happens to an apple seed that drops on the ground? Let's find out. Below the soil, an apple seed has split and grown roots. The roots reach down to gather food and water. A shoot pushes up from the seed and up through the soil. Above the soil, a green shoot grows up and up towards the sun. In time, it will become a tall, strong tree with a small world all of its own. There's more. So who lives in the soil? Little insects and worms, and in damp and dark places, we see some amphibians, some toads and frogs. And what about in the cracks? We find the lizards. And in the burrows, the rabbits. There's a lot of hidden colors in nature. There's a lot of web spiders. And there's stuff up there too, up high. A lot of stuff buzzing around. And there are cozy dens. The end. I know most of us are spending a lot of time inside and not so much with our friends and in nature. But nature will still be there when we're ready to visit. So, in the meantime, how about this? Next time you get a chance to be next to a tree or just to look at one from the distance, think about some of the questions, some of the things that we saw in the book. And ask yourself, what kind of a tree is it? How old is it? Does it change with the season? Is it a home for anybody? Think of your own questions. Or if you want some help, you can use our Talking Trees worksheet, which you can find on our Distance Learning Resources webpage. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our supporters, and stay safe. Bye.